Okay, looks like I found it. I just was given this video by someone on the channel. Now, coming to this channel, I remember seeing this maybe a year ago or something, and all I remember was that clearly I did not subscribe, right? There's no subscribe. I haven't subscribed, but I do remember coming to the channel called Dissimulation. And whoops, sorry, hold on. When we go back and I put in Simulation Channel, he appears to be the only one. There's only one called Simulation Channel, which has like 700 subs, which was not the one I watched. So I know that it's this. And I didn't subscribe. And now I got given this second video. But now that I'm looking and seeing the top video, Mind is Airspace. So I'm going to say that this guy has completely lost it or never had it, and my suspicion is he never had it, and that he is a spiritless human. Now, that would explain why he has 90k subscribers on something to do with simulation, and it would also explain all the comments. Remember, hold on, before we get into this, Mind is Airspace. How many times I've said airhead? The phrase airhead. Alright, we won't even watch the rest of that video. But this one starts with, a cosmic giggle. He's like, oh, I'm doing the cosmic giggle, yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, he's deleted your comments, Leslie. Oh, you've got to be kidding. They were here before. Oh, no, there it is. I see your comments. I see one anyway. I saw more comments before. Have you guys considered these quotes in the context of Hive Mind, though? That's exactly what I would say. But I saw your other comment. There was another comment, and Leslie actually linked my video and said you should probably listen to Ben. Well, anyway, it's not there. But look, the point is, the point is, this is the same sort of deal as that I am movement. People it was around, I've got it in the page in Conscious Zine, the Occupy Anonymous page. I think I still got that page up in consciouszine.net, and there's a whole people sitting in the city going, I am. I don't know if the photo's still there or what. But you remember that whole movement? So it must have been around the Occupy movement, Occupy Wall Street and that. That whole thing is very similar with the whole I am. It's like, what? Because Descartes came a long, long time ago, right, and said, I think, therefore I am, the quote. Now, okay, that's decent. But all these people sitting around going, I am, that's not decent. Because it's like, are you sure? I mean, I want to mock them straight away, because it's like, yeah, of course you are. You can poke yourself, you can think, and, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yes, you are. Okay. It's like the number one most basic first step. So they're like babies going, I am, ooh, I am, right? That's the number one baby step. But that should have been done when you were a baby, when you came into the world. There should have been, I think, therefore I am, straight away, right, before any other thoughts that you're going to have. So what I'm saying is, if they've only had it now, age 40, then their previous 40 years was life as an NPC and in NPC consciousness. And so they're nobody to be looking at as leaders in your community. Like, if there was someone in your community who was one of those ladies sitting around, or one of the guys like this guy sitting around going, I am, man, I wouldn't even teach them. I'm master of masters. I wouldn't even go close. You can't even fucking do nothing for these people. I'm not saying that about this guy. He doesn't seem too ignorant or anything. I don't know, but I haven't subscribed for a reason because I do remember seeing this channel a long time ago. Anyway, let's get back to this video because it is very similar, but the opposite, right? The opposite sort of point. Instead of saying I am, he's saying he's not. However, it's the same, it comes back to the same thing of NPC consciousness. So what he's saying is, there's only you, there's only ever been you if you watch this video. After he finishes tugging himself off with his cosmic giggle, you'll hear him say just the basics. And it's like a script. Because, I mean, when I started watching the video, I already knew where he was going to go with it just when he started laughing. So it's amazing that I was able to predict what he said in his video. Everything. What he just says in the next 14 minutes, I actually predicted was going to be said. Which was fucking incredible, because it puts credit, like a credential to my thought about what I'm about to say to you. That is, like, when you're saying, I am nothing. You remember these people? It was the same around the same time, around 2012 and stuff. The spiritual awakening and all that. People going, I am nothing. That's NPC state. At no time do any of us player characters, higher spirited humans, say that to ourselves. Press like if you agree. You need to show these people, guys. Yeah, I've never been there, never said it, and I never sat there saying I am, ever, not once. That's very Gumby for me. I was like, just looking at people like, are you serious? Okay, anyway, sorry, I don't want to laugh too much, but from my perspective, it was very interestingly amusing. So here he's saying there's only you, and of course I disagree, because the whole time I've been talking about the other, that there is a concept of the other. And look, we're going to have to go and discuss that in a lot of detail one day. And that's like an evolutionary thing in duality. But there is a much, much higher concept outside of third dimension and fourth dimensional duality. That is like an inbuilt simulatory state of that there is another, that there will be another. So yeah, I get this whole thing. I'm not fucking a noob. They're all saying the same thing when they say this, there's only you. Or when they say, you're nothing, they're trying to say, oh, you're infinite consciousness, you're God, or something like that, right? It's the essential thing that they all say. That I've never said, interestingly enough. And it's funny that he just reiterates what they've all said before. There's absolutely nothing new in this video whatsoever. And we already know what that means. Well, that means it's script. It's like, if I talk, how come in every video there's novelty? Well, basically I don't make a video if there's not going to be novelty. So he's talking on the habitual plane, which is the script. That's the scripted level. He is being script here. And this is like absolute blasphemy if you want to call yourself simulation. Well, unless he's saying literally, but you know what I mean? Like if he's trying to say, hey, this place is a simulation, like for instance, DB's gang stalking simulation channel, right? And like how I'll talk about this as a simulation. If that's what he's trying to do, he's just completely committed self-blasphemy. Well, not religious, I mean self-blasphemy. He's blasphemed himself, right? Unless he's saying, hey, yeah, I am the simulation, which is what I'm now thinking. And when you look at the comments, like that one, thank you for tuning this instrument, like she probably. Oh my god, I just realized it says Sirius Beehive. It says Beehive. Oh my god, this video could not have went better. It was impossible for this video to go better than that. Beehive. Be the hive. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I got a comment, I'm sorry. Hold on, we'll get back to the talk. Yeah, some people just make my day. Oh man, that's funny. So what I'm saying here is he is simulating. Hey, where's my comment? It didn't go up. What the hell? Oh, maybe I have to refresh the page. Anyway, let's just keep going. Sorry to distract myself, but that was just Bonnie Hex, DeRoyal. Just looking at some of these names, see if we see any more. Singularity approved. I am who you say I am. Well, I was going to say that could be a very, very intelligent quote, but then when they say no one is perfect but Jesus, then I realized it was in the other fashion, the most unintelligent way that you could say it, and reiterating his title, I am who you say I am, there's only you, or you'll hear him say in this video somewhere up here, I'm nothing, and they're talking about basically that subject matter of you being nothing. Basically, it's the disidentification of the false I or ego. Yes, I fucking get it. As site creator of consciouszine.net, don't you worry, you little pea brain. I get it. So yeah, that's basically what they're operating on, right? They're trying to be like super enlightened. It's like what was that guy's name? He used to have the funny videos about spiritual people. The red nut guy. Ultra spiritual videos by JT or JP Sears. Remember that dude? Where's he at? We're gonna go to that at the end of the video. There were some funny fucking videos. Anyway, shout out to JP. I think that was his name. Do you remember his videos, Ultra Spiritual, and he'd make fun of like spiritual people doing all their spiritual stuff. Best channel. Anyway, so yeah, I get it. They're like doing the whole disidentification thing. I'll look up. Basically, I saw this video and it said Mystic went silent for a year, and then this is what he said after. I don't know where I saw that. Somehow that came up as a blurb, and it was under this, like connected to this video. So I was like, okay, who's this Mystic? And it comes to Simulation Channel, and I don't even know how the hell that came up. I can't even find that little blurb because it should. I thought it was maybe in the description, but it's not. Anyway, it said Mystic didn't talk for a year and comes on video or something. And then I clicked in and it was Simulation. I thought, all right, I'll give this a listen because, you know, the channel says Simulation. And I've only just now remembered that, you know, I'm not subscribed, but I do remember the channel and seeing a video like a year or two or something like that ago. So there'd be a reason that I didn't subscribe, because I'm not just like an ass with my subscriptions. Like if it's a channel about the simulation that's giving me good information, I'm subscribing because I want to get the fuck out of here. Right? Anything may help. So I'm not like ignorant like that or anything. I don't hate him. I don't know him or anything. I just think he's a bit of a dick. With his ultra spiritual, enlightened cosmic giggle at the start. Like, yeah, I get it. I've been there. I get it. I've been there. But man, to think that's not the false I means you're fooling yourself. Like, I realise right now I'm operating the false I, the ego, and I'm laughing at another ego. Don't worry. Because I'm actually enlightened, so I actually get it. But what I'm saying is that when they are like, oh, there's only you, I really think that that is the full way around without getting out. I think that's like the full trip around without seeing. Do you understand? And when they're saying, you know, oh, I'm nothing, when they're saying I'm nothing, it's like full NPC state. You can't get more NPC state. Non-player, you're saying, I'm not even going to play, I'm nothing, nothing's going on, nothing exists. Right? It's like ignorance per se. How can you... I get it, right? But it's come from the Eastern philosophies of like, oh, I'm nothing. It means I'm not my job. I'm not my occupation. Blah blah blah. I get that. But when these people come in like this and say this, he did not explain it like that at all. Obviously, in some form, he means that, right? I think. However, maybe not, because it seems all scripted. How could I predict exactly what he was going to say? Watch this video and I'll guarantee you can predict what he's going to say before you even watch it. It's because it's the same spiel. It's the exact same spiel. You've heard it before. If you're me, you've heard it several times, or, like 10, 20 times, 30 times maybe, because I'm Site Creative Consciously and I've just come across this so many times. And it was on my Facebook, and I couldn't stand those people. I would delete them off my Facebook when I saw those statuses. Like, I get the disidentification portion of the philosophy, but what I'm trying to say here in this video is there is another portion of this philosophy which is totally NPC consciousness. And it's like an AI trick of this matrix. Where it's blocked you couldn't find the information, and you kind of come back down like, oh, nothing. And there's an installation of nothingness. And so you're like, oh, that's so peaceful, right? Because thoughts are annoying as shit. And look, I get all this stuff, but I hope what you guys have picked up from me is that there's another thing behind this, and it's like scripted. And it is NPC consciousness, and I have never said it, and I will never say it. And then, that's the I am, and then the I am nothing, and we've discussed that. And this whole thing about there's only you, I mean, seems like you're tugging yourself off. You know what I mean? Especially when you cosmic giggle this hard. Alright, I get it. It's a cosmic giggle. Calm down. But when you're saying there's only you, it's like, it's basically like the false I complete. It's like the false I not leaving any room. Saying I'm, and the reason I'm talking about this is because a lot of you people are coming to me in emails and stuff with this same shit. How come I don't make this video then? I would never step into this much shit. That's why. Because I would know the dirtiness of this shit. So when you're saying there's only you, and then you're trying to pretend, and then like 5 minutes later saying there's nothing, it doesn't mix properly. I know how you're seeing it. Look, the conventional way to see this is there's only you, and then everybody else is an NPC, and there's nothing outside of you, basically, is what the rhetoric is, that there's nothing else but you, which is like you pretending to take like some perspective that you're God. But notice it does not last longer than the cosmic giggle itself. It will not carry into the workplace. It will not carry into the shopping centre. It will definitely not carry into the police confrontation. You try it when they aim the gun at you or hit you with the baton. Let's see his cosmic giggle then. I mean, I could really rest my case there, but... So I get the conventional view, the spiritual people always say the same shit. So let's conclude here. I don't want to confuse anyone too much. I tried to explain it a little. But, if there's I am, and you're just realizing that you are, then you literally just realized you are. What were you doing before? Then with there's nothing else, well, to say there's nothing else seems like the ultimate ignorant statement you could make. It's like, has he astral traveled? Has he encountered any entities ever? So all those entities, I don't know what they say. They all seem to like say it's a part of you or you're. Like just today, I made a video about law of attraction. Has nothing to do with gang stalking. Law of attraction has nothing to do with gang stalking, because, for instance, watch the fucking video. I'm not going to give it to you here. Unlucky. But for instance, like UFO, I said like the demons coming through and gang stalking you are much like UFOs. They're not subject to the physics of this reality. So law of attraction ain't shit for the gang stalking demons, and and gang stalking does not work like that. Anyway, sorry about that interlude. Let's get to the last piece. This whole there's only you. So saying there's nothing is like the epitome of ignorance. Well, then your learning stops and you may as well just sit still for the rest of your life and wait for the body to waste away. Off you go, Mr. Enlightened Guru. That won't be happening. So it's shit talk, hence. Because you can't just talk, mate. You have to walk the talk. And man, I've been mute. I was mute, literally mute. I did not speak to people. I wonder if he actually was mute. Because somewhere it said a mystic comes back after a year. I don't know where that is. It's not here. I don't see it. But that's what I saw coming into the video before. Before I was recording. So yeah, that seems like the epitome of ignorance. The whole there's nothing like thing. Yeah, I get it. I've read, I know about Buddhism and all this shit. Try and see what I'm saying now. You're going to keep reiterating your script to me, and I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to recode your little script. Now, lastly, the whole thing on there's only you. Wouldn't that seem like the ultimate ego? There's only me. Fuck everybody else. They don't even exist. You notice in my 700 Organic Portal NPC Matrix simulation videos, I've never said it. Who noticed that? Press the like button if you noticed that. Say something in the comments, whatever. But I'm pretty sure you've all noticed that in hundreds of videos I never said. None of those three phrases. I never said the I am shit. I never said there's nothing. And I never have said there's only me. I never said none of these, because this is fake spirituality. So now we're going to have to start to get into that on the channel, which I've been waiting a while to get into, actually. This should be exciting. We should be able to take out the entire fake spiritual movement just via me. Because I can see this and nobody else is saying it. It's like some of you see it, but you can't articulate it. I'm going to be able to articulate it. I'm damn well going to be able to articulate it in a book if I can't in videos. Anyway, so the whole there's only you seems like the ultimate ego. And then when you look at a face like that, it only reiterates the fact. What can I say? I'm not subscribed.